welcome to our 5th installment in the Axon Quick Start video guide series. And today I'm going to talk about connecting the UI to our favorite food ordering domain, that is. So what I mean with connecting to the UI is that we're going to introduce a component which you can actually call with regular REST operation like get and post, but internally that will dispatch the two types of messages which we'd like to dispatch in such an application, which is a command to express the intent that you want to perform some operation, or dispatching a query because you have interest in data. So that's what we're going to focus on today. So let's dive into this tutorial bit right away. So we're going back to our food ordering domain, and here you can see the packaging structure. And as we are quite familiar with it now, we have done CQRS, so we've segregated our command and our query side. We have a core API with our messages, but this controller which we're going to introduce, which is going to dispatch those command messages and query messages, doesn't really belong in any of those packages. So I feel it's fair to introduce a different segregated package, which I'm going to call the GUI for now, because I think that's fair. And the idea behind segregating this into a different package is so that I could eventually later on remove this component and put it somewhere else, which is a tiny bit of the layer which we're going to dive into in a later episode somewhere in the future. So in this GUI package, I'm going to introduce a controller, and as we're in the food ordering domain, I think it's fair to call this a food ordering controller. Be very specific about this guy. And I'm going to use another exciting Spring annotation, which is called the REST controller annotation. This makes it so that Spring, because we're in a Spring web starter environment as well, that this guy will automatically be spun up and that we can do get operations and post operations to our food ordering controller. Now, what this guy is going to be in charge of is like being a form of gateway. So receiving that operation and changing it into an Axon specific command or query. And I'm going to be pragmatic. I'm just going to model the create food cart handler up here. So what I'm going to do is going to make a public void handle with nothing in there, and this will be a post mapping, so another Spring annotation. And I'm going to put this under create. Yes, there it is. And now comes the bit that we want to dispatch a command. And to that end, we need to have a way into the command bus. Now, we could wire the command bus, which is an Axon interface, directly into this controller, but we have a convenience approach to handling with the command bus in a nicer API format, which is the public final command gateway. So the command gateway will be the gateway between this controller and the command bus, and gives us a more friendly API to send commands. So you can see we can do a send, and we can do a send and wait, and there's an option for callback and timeouts up here. For now, we're just going to do an asynchronous send operation, and on this operation we're going to do a create food cart command, and that's basically it, because if we recall our second installment, the food cart command doesn't contain anything. This is just telling the world that we want to create a food cart, and this is the component which will actually do so. Now, what we can do actually is after this, so now we've got our basic post mapping, and now I want to show you how to retrieve the food cart view, which we've modeled in our last scenario as well. We know that we have other operations we can do, but again, just as in the previous installment, I want to focus on showing new bits rather than filling it up to the brim. If you want to see the end result, I suggest you to log into the GitHub repository at a later stage into seeing the changes which have been made in this part. So what we're going to do is introduce a get mapping, because we want to get a certain field. We want to get a food cart for a given food cart ID, like so. And we're going to make this a public food cart view, returning it. Let's call this handle as well. Just be pragmatic. I'm going to have a path variable which we kind of call the food cart ID. I'm not saying I'm spelling this incorrectly. That's not okay. Cart ID, like so. This is a string. Let's make it a string food cart ID. Come on, Steven, you can do this. There we go. And we have it. Now, on this page, we actually want to dispatch our find food cart query. Now, quite similarly to our command gateway, we also have a similar thing to inject dispatch queries on the query bus, for which we obviously have a query gateway. So let's introduce our query gateway up here as well, which we're going to add to the constructor. Being pragmatic, it's going to return. And here we have a bunch of API operations we can do. We can see that we have a query, a scatter getter, and a subscription query. For this series, we're going to focus on doing a basic query. So what I'm going to use is this guy, where I need to provide a query and a response type. And you can see that the return type is a completable feature of R. So the query we're going to do is do a find food cart query. And this is what requires a UUID. So we need to do a UUID from string so that we can retrieve our food cart ID in here. And the second bit which we needed to provide to Axon was that we need to give a response type. If we can do a class, but I want to show you the response types class which Axon provides. And the reason I'm going to do this is because you need to have a way to define that you want a single instance of a result or multiple instances of a result. Now in this scenario we just want a single food cart view, so we can do instance of, but it's good to know that you can also specify the framework to say, okay, I don't want a single one, but I want a set of results. So for now we're going to do this, the food cart view. We need to give this a class, make this apparent, and for the watching future, we can note that we need to have a completable future of food cart view instead of just a food cart view directly, because that's what the query gateway returns. Now this is actually it for this demo. So I've shown you how to actually connect to the UI with your basic application, how you can ingest the regular post and get operations and change those over into actually dispatching a command or dispatching a query. Well, and if you'd want to learn more regarding what we're doing here at Axonic, we obviously got our head webpage, axonic.io, where you can go to. You've got a reference guide ready for you at docs.axonic.io. We also have this food ordering demo I've been preparing in this guide and a GitHub repo you can look at. And lastly, it would be very great if you like this series, if you subscribe to our Axonic channel, which obviously is also the place to find these videos. Thanks for listening. Hope to see you next time.